About 4 years ago, I was sitting down with some friends, just having lunch, and one of them just asked me, "When are you going to come to my house?" You know, and I'm like, "What do you mean?" It's like, "Well, you have really good taste, and we love what you do at your own home," and so that's what got me interested in actually turning my hobby into a career, and just one thing led to another, and I studied online. It was a Hill Institute of Design and Staging, and did that for about a year, got certified, and the rest is history.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How do you like it? What inspires you to do all of these cool designs that you do in your home?
What inspires me? Gosh, just, you know, my main objective is to actually make the customer or the client happy. Sometimes it is the hardest thing to have a client specify what they want, and so trying to get there is the hardest thing, you know, exactly what they want, and then putting it in design, you know, is the hardest thing. But it's a process, and once it's all done and they absolutely love it, it's what makes it so worth it. So it's the clients that inspire me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think getting started would be the hardest part. So how did you get started?
So part of my, I don't know if you want to call it an internship, but it was to just do things for free. You know, do some design work for friends or family, and what got me started was the staging part of the career, which is just kind of basically staging is getting a house ready for sale, and so decluttering it, making it very neutral, and so that's what got me. That's you know, when people started seeing what I was doing, it was basically word of mouth, and it's like, oh, this is. I hear you do this. Can you help me out with my living room or whatever, you know? And it just snowballed from there. So it was basically word of mouth.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Because I was thinking it might be hard to network with your type of job to get clients, but that's awesome that it just worked out with word of mouth.
Yeah, no, it was a huge blessing. And basically, ever since 3 years ago, I haven't had to advertise or spend any money advertising. So it's been amazing. It's been a good ride.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's been great.
How did you know, it was your hobby that you loved to do.
Mm-hmm.
How did you know you wanted to get a degree? That was the thing for you.
Well, it was basically taking it to the next level. You know, if I wanted to take this outside the home, I needed to have some knowledge to back me up. You know, I needed to know what line meant, what, you know, some of the design elements. And so I knew what they were, but I wasn't sure what they were called, basically. And so I needed something to back me up to be able to bring it out into the world.
Did you have to give up anything else to do this? Did you have another job that you wanted to do, or is this what you wanted to do the whole time?
No, at the time I was basically, I've been a homemaker for a while, and then I started working as a kindergarten aide when my daughter started kindergarten, and then they asked me to continue, because it was basically just a volunteer work, and then they hired me. It's like, well, you're here all the time, might as well do it to get paid, but and it was great. I mean, I felt that I was making a difference with the little kids, but it wasn't my passion. And so I did take a leap of faith and said, well, I really would like to start my own business where, you know, my heart is, and so design is where it was like, okay, here I go. But yeah, and it's been great. It's been, you know, it's just like every other business, ups and downs, but it's been great. Yeah.
So what are some of the ups and downs of this type of career?
You know, having to rely on others, schedules, timelines, deadlines. For example, I come up with a design, and then if I need someone to sew curtains, if I need someone to build me cabinets, you know, so it's having to orchestrate everything. Yeah, exactly, and just making it happen. Sometimes, you know, you have a deadline, and then somebody else has their own deadlines, and so you have to somehow make it work. And that is one of the downs. The ups is like, again, you know, seeing the end results, or sometimes, you know, as a designer, sometimes you have vision, but because of the structure of the home, you can't make it happen. So you have to modify things, and it's great. It's you know, it's awesome.
I love that you're so passionate about what you do. Like when you talk about it, you just light up, and I love seeing that.
It's a
That's
lot of
what
fun.
we want to, and like in our careers when we get older, we want to be like you.
Oh, sweet. So you do. You have to go into something that you really like, because if you don't, and if you fail low, then you just want out. You know, and you want. But if you love it, then you know that there's light at the end of the tunnel, and it's great. It's awesome.
That's cool.
So what's probably one of the scariest parts of your career between like not having clients, or like what's the scariest part for you when you hit one of those downs before you shoot back up?
Well, so far, right now, especially around this time of year in the summer, is when people are not doing a lot of design in their homes, you know, or renovations or anything. It's because they'd rather take vacations and take them and eat somewhere else, right? And so I'm hitting a low right now because there's no one that wants to get their homes done. But it's actually a good thing because it gives me a breather, and it gives me room to improve also. It gives me room to, you know, get more education. And so you just got to take the lows with the highs. You know, you just got to say, okay, well, I'm hitting a low right now. What do I need to do to get back up? And you know, it's actually nice to have a break. So it's good. I'm confident that it'll go back up again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever had like a client like get mad because you were mad about something, or what? Like, let's just say. have you ever had-
Unsatisfied?
Yeah.
You try your hardest to, the client, my mom is the client's always right? And you try to get to the root of the problem and fix it. And it's always fixable. You can always fix the problem, which is great. And again, you know, if it's something the client's really not happy about, if you can't fix it, then you know, discount it or whatever. But so far it's been great. It's been, you know, things that can be fixed. So it's a good thing.
How did you really know that this was your passion? Like, that we all have a lot of things in life that we like to do, but how did you know that this was the one that you really wanted to turn into a career?
Well, it wasn't like when I was little that it was exactly what I wanted to do. I remember going, my mom has always loved redoing her own home, right? And growing up, she would take us like fabric shopping or whatever, you know, just different shops, and I was just like, get me out of here, I don't know. You know, I was just frustrated with being a kid. And, but it wasn't until I had my own home that I started looking around and wanting to put color on the walls or textures or, you know, pillows, and it just developed. It was something that I wanted to do in my own home, that it just started to develop as a passion. You know, it was like, oh my gosh, it's so much fun. I would love to, you know, to get this going, and I had the support of my family, and that's how it started, as a hobby, mainly. So that's cool. Yeah, I'm very blessed to be able to do this as a, you know, because it started as a hobby.
Okay, wait. Before you go, you said you're gonna find people who are nasty out there.
Yes,
And
you're
then-
going to find people that are not very nice, or that will try to shut you down or bring you down. You know, it's just everywhere. And so don't let that bring you down. You know, you just remember what got you there and what your goals are, and just push through.